Hey, everybody. Welcome to the call. I'm calling this the 2024 game plan because it's my 2024 game plan. There's nothing for sale here. I'm just literally going to show you what my plan is for 2024, what I'm going to be doing. New business model. We got new times. There's new tech out there. This isn't necessarily a new business model. Sorry, I'm allowing folks in at the same time, admitting folks in while I'm talking. This isn't necessarily a new business model, but it's being done in new ways and it's recently exploding. So let's go ahead and dive right into this. All right, let's do full screen so you can actually see. All right. So you don't need to create any products. That's what I love about it. You don't have to do any affiliate marketing. Now, you can do affiliate marketing, but you don't have to. You'll see. You don't have to build any funnels. You don't have to get in ClickFunnels and build some fancy 10-mile long funnel. Who wants to do that, right? You don't have to have any external web hosting. You don't have to record any videos. No videos, no YouTube, none of that. You don't need to build a social media following. You can, always helps, but you don't have to, right? Don't even have to touch any of the social medias. Nobody ever has to see your face or know that you exist. You can do this completely anonymously and nobody will know the wiser. You can do it in any niche that you choose. You don't need to do any e-com or physical products. You don't need to set up Shopify, all that good stuff. You don't need to hound local businesses. Geez, who wants to do that? Even though local businesses really need marketing. And you could potentially make some money doing this for a business. But I'm going to do this as my own business, right? You don't need to invest in crypto or stocks or anything like that. You don't need any technical experience. Anybody can do this. It's very easy to set up. When I say easy, I mean it doesn't require a rocket scientist. You just follow steps. You can be any age, background, experience. You can do this in any niche. You can do this from anywhere in the world on your laptop. You can do it. It's low maintenance. Literally a few minutes a day you spend on this and you're good. Okay. Especially once you set it up. You can do this as just a side hustle, just something that you do. You don't even have to do it once a day. I mean, you can do it once a week, spend it once a week, complete side hustle if you want to, or you could build this up to an 8-figure monster by the end of the year and sell it for 8 figures. What I mean by 8 figure, you can sell it for 8 figures by the end of the year. No joke. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's huge potential. And you could start doing it 100% for nothing. There's a bunch of different ways to earn with this, by the way. There's like at least 6, probably a lot more ways to monetize this. And I'm going to show you all this. Now, please watch the whole presentation. Watch the whole thing so you can see what all we're doing. Again, I'm not selling any, there's nothing for sale here. It's just, don't think you know before you know. So what is the model? Newsletters. Content newsletters. Guys, this is such a hot, hot, hot thing that anybody can get into. And trust me, you don't have to be sitting and writing emails. All right. So let me specify what I mean by newsletters. All right. Now you've heard of email lists. I've got an email list. You're on my email list. That's how you got on this call today because I send you emails, sales emails. Okay. That's not what we're talking about. We are talking about an email list, but we're not talking about sending sales emails, promoting products to buy. We're talking about content emails, okay? Content newsletter, where it's you pick an industry and you're providing tips, news, tools, reviews, and all that kind of stuff for that industry. And I'm going to show you how to get all your content, and it ain't using AI either. You get all your content. Here's the thing. There's no selling with this. With a sales email list like I currently have, every email I'm sending is promoting an affiliate product or one of my products, right? It's selling something. I really have to hardcore try to sell people on my email newsletter sales list. And my livelihood depends on me being able to convert those emails into sales, direct sales from the emails. Now, that's not technically hard to do. It's not hard to do, but content newsletters, there's no selling. You're just providing real value. You're giving them good content. Again, I'll show you where to get it. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know anything about your niche. You can go into a niche you have nothing about, no clue. And you could do this, build a huge business in it. I'll show you how. But you're delivering real value. You're not selling anything. You're not pitching affiliate products. Obviously, you can include a link to an affiliate product in the email. You can include a link to one of your products in the email. But for the most part, we're talking about emails that are delivering content. And there's so many different ways to monetize. Again, we're going to go in how to do all this. I'm going to show you examples and so forth. Also, it's brain dead easy to create unlimited content. With regular sales emails, like I send to my lists pitching affiliate products, you got to get really good at creating sales copy that actually sells. Otherwise, you're just sending emails that do nothing, absolutely nothing, right? You got to be good at sales. With content newsletter, you can create content. You can come up, you're not even creating the content. You're coming up, you're curating content is what you're doing. You're bringing content together in one newsletter for people, but you find that content from external sources. Take you 15 minutes a day. You got a whole newsletter of content. Bam. And you didn't even have to think about it hardly. You just go to the sources I'm going to show you. So it's brain dead easy to create content. You're not having to come up with news and do sales. Okay. There's at least 6+ different ways that you can monetize this. There's even more, but we're going to look at about 5 or 6 different ways that some of the big players are doing it. It's easier to get subscribers with content newsletters versus sales newsletters, sales emails, sales lists. Does everybody understand what the difference is between when I say content newsletter versus like a buyer customer list? Does everybody understand the difference of what I'm talking about here? Give me a 1, because there's already some yeses in here. Give me a 1 if you understand what the difference is between a content newsletter and an email list that you build that you're strictly going to be selling products and affiliate products. Okay. Yeah, 1. Everybody gets okay. I just want to make sure that everybody understands. So it's easier to get the subscribers for the content newsletters. Okay, because typically how you build a customer sales emails list is you got to sell them something, right? They have to buy something from you and then they go onto your email, or you're doing an opt-in for a freebie and then you're taking them from that and then trying to sell them something. It's just a harder way to do it. You're going to spend more money on traffic, and have a harder time converting those people to where it's with a content newsletter. It's like, hey, look, sign up for our free newsletter where you're going to get blah, 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 blah. Again, I'll show you some examples here in a minute. It's easier to get those people because they're signing up for a content newsletter. They're not signing up for something that they're going to be pitched, even though they are going to be pitched stuff, right? There will be plenty of stuff for them, plenty of ways for them to spend money. It's just not going to be by you sending them an email saying, you got to buy this product, right? And you're not having to sell anybody anything for them to get on your list. My whole email list of buyers, my whole list that I promote affiliate products to is all customers. They're all people that have bought something from me. And those aren't necessarily hard to get customers with the right process, but with a content newsletter, it's just easier to get those subscribers faster. Also, this has huge exit potential even within the first 24 to 12 months, 12 to 24 months. I kind of wrote that backwards. Huge exit potential. And that doesn't have to be your end goal, is to go and sell it. But here's the thing, and I'm about to show you a couple examples. Matter of fact, here's one right here. Milk Road is a very popular one. Milk Road newsletter sold for 8 figures, and it went from 0 to acquisition in just 10 months. In 10 months, not even a full year, Milk Road, and I was one of their first subscribers. I remember when they first came out, I subscribed to it. And then all of a sudden, 10 months later, they're getting acquired for 8 figures. And they scaled to over 250,000 subscribers in under a year. And it's really a simple setup what these guys are doing. But think about that, 8 figures in a year. And what the companies are buying when somebody comes along and buys this from you or from this person, that 8-figure acquisition, those companies are buying the data. All right. You've got 250,000 subscribers. Those companies want all those subscribers. They want that data. They know how valuable it is. And that's why these companies sell. Here's another one. Morning Brew, a lot of you are familiar with that, sold for $75 million. Dude's only 28 years old. He sold it to $75 million. That's insane for just a newsletter. And here's interesting to note, over 10% of their growth is driven by the referral program. They have an internal referral program. I'll show you. All these guys use this kind of stuff, and I'll show you the tools to do it with. During the early years of the company, the referral program accounted for nearly 30% of their growth, helping to grow their audience from 100,000 subscribers to 1.5 million subscribers within 18 months. I mean, that's just insane numbers, and you don't even need these kinds of numbers. Get 50,000 people on your list and you're cooking, right? You're cooking. I've only got, like 10K on mine. And mine's not a content newsletter. So these things scale quickly and they sell quickly, right? And these guys are making money the whole time that they're doing this. It's not just about that end sell. That's just the cherry on the cake. And you could do this as many times as you want. You think about Morning Brew, they have different categories of newsletters now. They've got Morning Brew for crypto, for business, for AI, for this, for that, the other, and so you can have multiple newsletters. You get one of these things going and you start to scale it, and you get your content basically down to where it's very little effort, or you've got it outsourced or automated, and you can go build another one in another niche or in the same niche. Who knows? Build another one. You could have a couple of these going at the same time, and they're mostly maintaining themselves. So it's a beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. So let's crack on here a little bit more. So here's the cool thing. They're all doing the same thing. I've noticed I've subscribed to a bunch of these newsletters. They're all doing the same thing. And they're all using the same platform too. It's kind of like with the, ClickFunnels, all those 7-figure 2 Comma Club award winners. All those guys, they're all using the same platform. These guys are all using the same platform. We're going to dive into that in a second. But first, I want to show you an example. I should have done this in the beginning of some actual content newsletters. So let's go over here. Here's one that's in the crypto space. It's called Too Long Didn't Read. TLDR. Okay. Here's one of their emails. So check this out. This is one of the big ones too. Too Long Didn't Read. So here's their content. It's literally just crypto news, right? And if you click on one of these, it takes you to an article. It's not even an article on their website. All right. Not even an article on their website. It's an article on somebody else's website. So they're just externally linking to other articles and putting a little blurb of the article here. How hard is that to do? Right? How hard is that to go and find, where they got 10 different articles, news articles, pop them in there, put the link to the original source, and there you go. Anybody can do that, right? They've got quick links, 2-minute reads. Here's the best TLRD. They have little different things in their newsletter. So here's the referral link. Remember, we just read about Morning Brew. 30% of their subscribers came from the referrals. They're using referral link here, and you'll send you the TLR Hall of Fame, our 50 best stories of all time, if you share the referral link. Okay, and that's it. And they just send one of these out like every, I don't know, it's every few days or whatever. It could be every day, every other day. I think they do like once or twice a week. Here's another one. Let's see here. Morning Brew is a big company everybody knows, and they have Marketing Brew. Okay, Marketing Brew by Morning Brew. I didn't mean to do that. Here's their newsletter. Again, it's just content. Little blurb here in the beginning, and just some news articles, right? Here's what's going on in the AI. What is this? In the marketing world, right? Stream your reality. Now, I think they actually, see, this is an ad here presented by Ray-Ban. That's a nice little seamless ad that they got in there. Brand strategy. Now, some of theirs, I think in Morning Brew, I think they actually link to their website and have a lot of these articles on their own site. But you don't have to do that. You can totally just link to the external articles. Data, feeling good. Just a couple different things. They have job opportunities, share the brew. Here's the referral program again. So if they're sharing stuff and they get a certain amount of points, they can win different items. So having those referral programs, man, it's killer. You got your social medias in there so that, again, you don't need a social media following, but you can totally build all of your social media followings right there within the newsletter. You just drop a link to them right here and you start building up those audiences. They got some stuff about the authors. Get a couple different links here. Boom. All right, let's look at another one. That one. Here is AI tool report. Okay. They're just literally going through and showing you different AI tools and, and AI news. OpenAI expands safety team, right? Key points. Would you like to see this section change? So they're asking for, they've got polls and feedback. By the tool that they're using makes it really easy to make the referral program, feedback, doing ads, partnerships, like this guy, they got trending tools. I mean, anybody can put a tool and a link to it, right? Prompt training, so just little here's and there's inside the newsletter. I mean, this could be a dog training newsletter for if you're in the dog training niche, here's the latest news in the dog training world. Here's, trending toys. Here's the newest toys or the newest treats or the newest tricks or the newest holiday costumes for your dog, whatever. And each section, little different sections for this trick of the day, um, command of the day for them to learn, custom snack for the day, all kinds of different things. Breaking news. Here's their news for the AI world. They've got an opinion poll here. Just in jobs. Here's some different jobs that they've got in the AI industry that they found. All right. Also, they've got the feature yourself in this AI newsletter. So you can purchase an ad with them, which is one of the ways to monetize. When you start getting these subscribers, companies will come out of the woodwork, out of nowhere, asking you to place an ad in your newsletter, like in these newsletters. They will be mailing you, asking you for it. So you might as well go ahead and provide it here. And they're killing it with the ad revenue. One line wonders, just fun little stuff if they've added in there, right? We read your emails, comments, and polls, replies daily. I like that line. Hit reply and let us know what you want more of. That's a nice little, that hit reply. Boy, that's a low-key deliverability gold mine. When people hit reply to your newsletter, Google and the other email platforms see that and say, wow, okay, this guy's getting the engagement, he's getting replies, let's give him some more deliverability juice. Right? So again, really simple. And yours doesn't even have to have all this stuff, right? I'm just giving you examples. Yours could just be, hey, here's the latest new AI tools. Here's the latest new crypto news. Here's the latest new marketing trends or tools or whatever, Here's the latest new health and fitness trends. Here's the newest diet plan, all that stuff. Okay. And so they're all using the same platform. Let me make sure we got through all of our examples here. We did. Okay. So those were great examples of content newsletter. They're all using this one platform. And I'm going to give you my affiliate link for it. I'm not doing this presentation to get you to sign up for my affiliate link, but if you would type that into your browser and use that to go there and look at it real quick, I'd appreciate it. Because if you do decide to upgrade, I'll get 50%, which is lovely. It won't cost you anymore. So if you go to jeremykennedy.net/beehive and just BEEHIIV, Beehive. I'm going to leave that link up for just a second. Let me actually copy and paste it into the chat for you. And we're going to go to that website. That didn't work right. All right, I put it in the chat. It's called Beehive. You may or may not have heard of it, but it's a pretty sweet platform. And it's a newsletter platform, and it has some really cool features. Now, you might be familiar with autoresponders like GetResponse and Aweber, but Beehive goes way beyond that. I mean, way beyond those standard autoresponders. This does a lot more. It has autoresponder-like features, but what I really like about Beehive is they have several different tools to help you grow your newsletter and get traffic and actually get subscribers. And they have several different tools and features to help you monetize your newsletter without needing affiliate links, without needing your own products and all that kind of stuff. So let's go through the features and check it out. And by the way, you could start for free. We'll just start with the pricing tab because that's everybody's going to ask, how much does it cost? Okay. Launch is up to 2,500 subscribers is $0. $0. You can't beat zero. Okay, you can't beat free. And then they got two other plans upon that. Now, if you don't plan on making $42 a month with your business, why are you even in business? Okay, you shouldn't even be in business if you can't spend $42 a month. That's a very, very low business cost. So that's always my thinking. Do I plan to make $42 with this month? Yes. Then I will buy the tool, right? If I don't think I'm going to make the $42, I don't even get into the business, because what a huge waste of time if I can't even make $100 in a month with my business. If you're not making $100 with whatever you're doing in your business, quit whatever it is that you're doing and go find something that you can. And that's a big tail sign if you're actually serious about getting into business, if you're willing to pay for a monthly tool like this. With this, you don't need hosting. You don't need an autoresponder. It has the hosting and the autoresponder for you, and you don't even have a website like a typical website. Like, it's different. And I'll show you here in a second. But let's go ahead and look at the features. That's not a bad price. Okay, that's not bad. I pay for my Melvio, which is what I use for my regular autoresponder. I pay over $100 a month for my list. Okay. So this is a very reasonable price point. Let me just, for up to 100,000 subscribers. If I had 100,000 subscribers on Melvio, I'd be paying like multiple hundreds per month. For this to only be $84 for up to 100,000 subscribers is insane. You will not find an autoresponder that cheap. So let's go to the features page, because I really want to show you. I'm not going to show you inside of my account. And the reason why is because this is brand new that I'm setting this up. And I just don't want anybody to go in and steal everything I'm doing. All right. Yeah. Honest to goodness. I don't care if you go in the same niche as I am, but I don't want people copying my name and my pages and stuff like that. Okay. But I'm basically just doing exactly what these other guys are doing. Right. I'm essentially copying what they're doing. But I'm not like stealing their name and that kind of. Okay, so features. All right, they have the launch website, newsletter, grow your list. They have things to monetize it and so forth. So for creating, they give you a website, which is not like trying to use WordPress and even ClickFunnels. It's easier than that. You basically set up a few different options, and it's all template based. You don't have to go in there and mess with the design much or anything like that. It's not your typical landing page builder, that kind of thing. They're a very template based type of company. So where you set up the template and the email design one time, and then anytime you go to create content, you use a very simple text editor. And that way it fits it into the design for you. You'll see. It's really, really easy, very intuitive, really easy for just the average person to go in there and do. They've got the newsletter, of course. So the autoresponder. They've got the text editor for the email. And I have to say, it's really intuitive what they've built for the actual email creation. It's better than the other autoresponders I've used. Automations, of course, you can do like drip sequences. And they have some artificial intelligence stuff. But what I get really excited about is the grow and monetize tools. Let's talk about those real quick, because that's what I'm really excited about. So they have the built-in referral program that the readers can refer their friends and really grow virally, especially if incentivized. Again, 30% of Morning Brew, which sold for $75 million, grew from the referral program. Boosts is really cool. That allows you to pay per subscriber. Okay. You're not paying for traffic. And what it is your ad basically goes into other, let's see if we can get into it goes to other people's newsletters. Okay. And they're advertising your newsletter inside their newsletter. And you're only having to pay per subscriber. So you go in there, they've got a whole video about it. You set your price of what your budget is. You get the newsletter, the subscribers. You only pay for the subscribers. They're zapped right over into your thing. The people don't even have to opt in. They have these, what that's called magic links, where somebody can click on the link inside of one of the newsletters and automatically be opted into your newsletter. So they don't even have to opt in from that other person's newsletter. They just click the link and bam, they're subscribed to you. And so it's really, really cool. It's really cool. It's average cost per subscriber, $1.63. Average open rate, there's just some average stuff. So I really like that. I really like that. Also, on the flip side, for the monetization, that's one of the way to monetize your newsletter as well, is boosts. Is that you can offer boosts in your newsletters to other advertisers, and you're getting paid for every subscriber they get to their newsletter. So let's say you place the ad, kind of like we saw in Morning Brew, it was advertising something else. You put the ad in there, and I'm pretty sure there's a module that automatically inserts the ad for you into the email. There's a little module thingy. And again, it's that one-click magic link. So all the reader has to do is click the link and they're subscribed to that other person's newsletter. And you're getting paid for the subscription. So essentially you're getting paid for the clicks on the link, if that makes sense, which is insane. Okay. Insane. No code needed, fully integrated. It's all built inside of Beehiiv, the platform. Okay. This boosts thing, all of their customers, all of Beehiiv's customers and newsletters can get into the boost. And so you can advertise across, gosh, there's got to be probably hundreds of thousands of newsletters that you can do this with. So that's one of the really cool ways to monetize. Let's go back to features. And to grow at the same time. So you can use it to grow and you can use it to monetize. And that's the way it is with most of their features like this, is you can use these to grow and to monetize. So again, recommendations, choose to promote your favorite newsletters. Again, it's them promoting your newsletter from their newsletter. So, but this is in a different spot. I think this one is after they subscribe to their newsletter, somebody else's newsletter, then they'll be taken to a screen like this, if you could see it, where it says recommended, and then more newsletters underneath it, like a little list, and they can hit the subscribe button. Let's say this is yours right here. I don't know if y'all can see my mouse here on the screen, but where it says recommended and subscribe, imagine that's your newsletter right here, and that person can hit subscribe. So it's like they opt into that newsletter and then they get shown all these recommended newsletters and they can hit subscribe and opt into yours. So that's what this, the recommendations feature is. Okay, this is a much bigger shown of an example. And so you can grow your newsletter that way, and you pay for, again, you're just paying for results. And you can monetize that way by adding that feature to your newsletter. So after somebody opted in to your newsletter, you can show recommended newsletters, and if they opt into one of those, you get paid for that. All right. So isn't it crazy? It's crazy. How easy it is to monetize this stuff. Pop-ups and gating. So this is a way to grow your newsletter. So with Beehiiv, every time you do a newsletter, you can select, there's a little checkbox, you can make it a post and a newsletter at the same time. Okay. And on Beehive, they've integrated in a way to where your main newsletter page is also kind of like a blog post where it shows all your previous posts that you allow it to. You don't have to do that, but you can. You can have the post side. And with that, they have these pop-up gates. So a person will be reading halfway down the article, the newsletter, and a pop-up will pop up and say, hey, if you want to finish reading this newsletter, this article, put in your email address. Okay. And that's just if they stumble upon your website or your blog, your newsletter page is the better way to put it, your newsletter page. If they just happen to stumble upon it, one of your articles that would be there from SEO or whatever, that initiates a way for them to subscribe to you. And it's locking that content after they've read half of it, and then unlocks the rest of the content if they subscribe. So that's another way you can grow. Obviously, regular subscribe forms that you could put on any website. That's the old standard way. And magic links. Now, magic links, it's a beautiful thing. The magic links is a one-click auto-subscribe functionality. Now, let me be clear. This does not mean you can take this link and put it anywhere on the internet and somebody clicks on it and they automatically subscribe. It has to be sent in an autoresponder. Okay. So for example, let's say you bought, I'm going to say the term solo ad, but it's not really a solo ad. Let's say you got an advertisement from another newsletter, right? You're paying somebody that owns another newsletter to promote your newsletter. You can give them a magic link because they're sending it out to their list via an autoresponder, and they've got a bunch that you can choose from that they're sending it from. And it will create that URL, and when somebody, one of their readers clicks on that URL, they're automatically subscribed to your newsletter without them having to opt in or buying anything. They literally just click the link and bam, they're on your list. It's a really, really powerful feature. Okay. Especially if you're doing either cross promotions with other newsletters, or you're just using some of these features to buy straight up ads in these newsletters, right? Where you're like paying per subscriber. So they call it a magic link. It really is a powerful thing when people, you got to think about, if you've ever run an email list, the number of clicks that you can get from an email is usually substantially higher than the number of people that would opt in. Like if you went and bought a solo ad and you bought 100 clicks to the solo ad, you're looking at maybe 30% of those people opting in, right? But a lot more are going to click on the email than they're going to opt in. So if all you needed was that click and they don't even have to opt in, now you're talking about double, triple the opt-in rates versus a regular solo ad just sent out with a link to your opt-in page. This is so much more powerful, right? So much more powerful using the magic links. Okay, so monetization. They've got several different things. They've got the ad network. All right. So you can literally just stick the ads in there from other newsletters on the Beehive platform. And they've got this all built in internally where you can go in there and you can see the different the different newsletters that want to be advertised. You can just go in there and click, yep, I'll let this dude be in my newsletter and this dude and this dude. And bam, your ads will show in the newsletter. Okay, so it's not like you're having to do all these negotiations. I mean, it's really beautifully set up there in the background to make it really easy for you. You don't have to go and talk to these other newsletters. You literally just go in, and the same works for buying ad space. You could see what newsletters offer ad space and you can just go in there, self-serve, say, I want to buy, I'll pay you X amount per lead, click the button, and all they have to do is click approve, and you're good to go. And it works the other way around for monetizing your newsletter is, people will come to your newsletter, see that you have ad space available. You'll see where to set all that up. And they click, yeah, I want to buy an ad. Here's how much I spend with you. And you can go in and approve that ad and you're on your way, right? So you could monetize your newsletter right there. If that's all you ever did, you can make a ton of money just with the ads inside there. Again, you're not having to sell anything with your newsletter. You're just providing content. And I'm going to show you how to get that content here in a minute. Tim says, now I know why I've been getting so many newsletter invites lately. Yep. Again, with the boosts, you can monetize with the boost, where you're again recommending other newsletters, and you're getting paid per subscriber that you send them, which is awesome, right? And especially with the magic link, because they're not having to opt in; they're just clicking the link. Golly, man. Premium subscriptions. This is another great way to monetize your newsletter, is to have a second tier. Okay, so it's like, this is better content. You can add in like a Facebook group, or like I'm doing with mine, a Discord group. So they'll get access to a live chat Discord group community. And a few other bonus features. Some put like packages of different thing. Like I've seen AI newsletters that'll offer, you get this extra package of like 1,000 different prompts or whatever. Just little incentives, and then other things that they get beyond just the regular subscription. Like maybe you add a special section to the newsletter. It's that only those private subscribers get, right? So the premium subscriptions, and that's yearly and monthly. So you're talking about recurring income from just them subscribing to the higher tier of your newsletter. And so it's a powerful thing. Let's see if we can look at one of the pages from one of those real quick. I know Morning Brew has one. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. I think you know what I'm talking about, though. So, also they have plenty of analytics and all that stuff, polls, surveys, everything is all built in too. A/B testing, integration, all that good stuff. What I get really excited about, though, is these features that they have: the monetize and the grow. Now, if you want, they have tons of training. I mean, golly, they got more training than you can shake a stick at. So that's why we're not doing step by steps. You can go in through here and watch. I mean, they have extremely detailed training on every aspect. They do have a course, Newsletter XP. It's $1,000 for the course, I think. But it's the actual creators of, yeah, it's $9.99. I don't think I get anything from the affiliate link off of that. But all of the guys from like Morning Brew, creators of Morning Brew, and some of the other most successful newsletters out there do the training in this and show you how they built their multi-million-dollar newsletters. So if you got $1,000 laying around and you're really interested in doing it the right way, here you go. Pretty sure I won't make any money off of that, even if you use my affiliate link. I don't think my affiliate link covers that. Oh, that's another way to monetize, is they do have an affiliate link, affiliate program themselves. Let's see. At partners.beehive.com. You can sign up to promote Beehive and earn 50% commission. 50%. That's pretty darn good. Here it is. Look at that. That's monthly recurring, 50%. And let's go back to the pricing page again. You're getting half of that every month. Actually, that's the yearly, the monthly. You're getting half of that every month per customer that you refer. That's why I asked you guys to use my affiliate link if you do sign up for Beehive. You know, you can just promote that all day long and crush it. You know, that's a great affiliate program. So, well, oh yeah, how do you get content? Well, this should be brain dead easy. First of all, there's content everywhere. So a couple good things that I like to do. One is called Google Alerts. If you just go to alerts.google.com or google.com/alerts, right? You'll get this. And you can create an alert about anything. So let's say dieting, let's see, email marketing. Now, you can go through here, and what Google will do is however many you set per day, let's see, at most once a day. Sources, you could just say automatic, language, any region, how many, only the best results, or you could do all results and create the alert. And what Google will do is send you an email every day or however often you want to receive one. And it will show you the latest stuff, the latest news for that keyword, right? Every day it'll go back. I don't know if you can do previous days, but, and you'll get that in your inbox. And it's literally just, the news for the industry. And you can go in here and share these articles. You have an instant feed. Another one I really like is called Feedly. And Feedly, you can go in here, feedly.com is free. You can go in here and it's basically a content aggregator. And you can create a new, well, like I have email marketing, okay? And you can put in different sources. So let's try to create a new one here. So if I put in AI, okay, let's just do a search. Okay, Science Daily, artificial intelligence, OpenAI. So like I can follow OpenAI and I can say new folder. Oh, I got to upgrade. I'm still on the free plan. Okay, but I could add those, New York Times artificial intelligence. I could add all these different resources, or I can go to any website and come in here and manually add it. Like if I just wanted to add from a specific website, I could put the website here and get a repository of different places. What I recommend is going to different news sites in your industry, right? And let's see, do I have crypto in here for a good example? I don't. But I have different accounts for Feedly. But see, you can go in here and just click social media marketing news every day and come in here and you'll see the aggregated feed of news from all the different websites you follow for the different categories. So again, there's all your content. There's all your content right there. Another great place, X.com. I know a lot of people hate Elon. They don't like what he's done with Twitter, but honest to goodness, he's made it way better than it ever has before, and he's doing an excellent job. Sorry for the haters. but he is. It's better now. Those of us who actually use it. Um, whether you like him or not, regardless, the platform itself is better. But you can go in here and create lists. Okay. And let's say AI. Next. And you can follow different influencers. So what I recommend is going and finding a bunch of different AI influencers and then adding them to your list here. And you'll see like entrepreneurs, marketing. Like this list has 328 people. It's just marketing, right? And post after post of what could be content. You've got let's say YouTube marketing. And you can just do a search for whatever your category is and go through. Twitter is great for news, right? And so you can go down here and find the latest marketing tips, maybe YouTube marketing tips. Right? And find news and tips and all kinds of stuff. Twitter's great for that. But I recommend going through the lists, creating lists of different influencers that you follow in a certain niche. Okay, especially ones that are prone to posting news like things. That I'll show you an example, a guy that I really like. What's his name? Wolf. All right, he does a lot of stuff with AI tools, and he's always posting. No, that's not the guy. He's always posting these. Can't remember how to spell his name. Really cool. Oh, here he is, right here. This guy. So like 10 insane websites to complete the day's work in just 1 hour. He's always posting this kind of stuff, right? Bookmark for later. And he goes through. These are great little tools that you could share in your newsletter, right? Each one of these things. And so if you follow a bunch of these guys, so content is everywhere. It's all around you. It shouldn't be a difficult thing to get the content side of it down, right? It's just everywhere. And that's the beautiful thing about the content newsletter versus a sales email. You're not having to sell anything. You're literally just curating content for them. Take you 15 minutes per day, go in right in the email, go hire you somebody on Fiverr to do it. There's AI apps now that are claiming to be able to write AI newsletters for you. Yeah, I don't know. Haven't tried any of those. All right, questions. Oh, I wanted to show you what the ads, how they're doing these, what the ads look like. Okay. Very, very simple ads. Let's go find one. I'm sure I won't have to scroll very long. I'm going to scroll and find an ad for one of these newsletters. Like, here's the whole game plan. Let's see. It won't take me long, I'm sure. I get these all the time. It's like these simple. Bear with me. I want to find one of these for you. Oh, man. Maybe I saved them. Hold on. Let me stop sharing my screen for just a minute. Questions? Anybody's got any questions? Hit me up with the questions while I find the ads that they're running. Pretty sure I saved them. Best niches for this, David asks. Man, you really do this in any niche you think about it. If you're in the health and wellness niche, people they want constant information about health and wellness. Make money online, business, marketing. Those are really huge. Crypto has been huge for crypto newsletters. It's been really huge when that was a big thing. AI is good. You can make a content newsletter about anything, any niche. I mean, it could be mechanic stuff. It could be survival. It could be cross stitching. You could totally have a cross stitch newsletter, right? Okay, let me find the. And I want to find these ads for you. I know what I can do. They're on my phone. I'll send it to you. Send them to myself. Because I want to show you how simple their little ad slash funnel setup is. Okay. Let me do this. Telegram. Any other questions? See, how often do you publish your newsletter? Um, I'm doing mine twice a week, just so I can pace myself. You can do once a week. Some of them do once a day. I think if you did it once a day, it would probably be a little overwhelming if you did it by yourself. I mean, yeah, not necessarily overwhelming. You could sit 20 minutes a day, gather the content for your newsletter, put in your thing and spot it out. And the way they've templated out the email, writing the actual email is super easy. It's like writing a text file, right? It's really quick. You're not spending time designing the email. But I would say I would start out at like one or two per week. That will give you time to really gather content and think about your monetization, weave things in, and not overwhelm yourself. I don't think it would overwhelm anybody to receive it once a day, but I think twice a week is pretty good. Pardon me. Pretty good start. Okay, let me share my screen again. We're going to look at these ads. Okay, can y'all see my screen? Let me get back here so I can see you guys. Are you scheduling out your newsletters? Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way to do it, right? Is just to write them like both at the same time. Like if you did two a week, you could write them both at the same time and schedule them out, and then you're done for the week. Like, that's my preferable way to do it. Okay, I'm assuming y'all can see my screen again. So here is the squeeze page for one of them, right? AI tool report, learn AI in 5 minutes a day. We'll teach you how to save time and earn money with AI. Join 450,000 free daily readers for trending topic tools, powerful prompts, and latest news. Enter your email here. It's literally it, right? And I've seen others that are even more basic than that. Like they don't even have mine doesn't say how many subscribers I have, and it doesn't talk about, read by Microsoft execs. Mine is literally just the headline and hold on, somebody's late to the party. And the mini headline in the opt-in form. And I'm telling you what, you start signing up for these newsletters and you're going to see these ads come. That's just the squeeze page. Okay, where's the actual ad itself? Hang on. I want the actual ad itself. Well, this is a kind of a sucky example. This ain't my favorite example. But here's his ad, one of his ads for this newsletter. If you're not using AI, you're falling behind. ChatGPT cheat sheet. This thing is in my way. I know y'all can see. Get smarter on AI in 5 minutes a day. They're really, really simple ads. He's got this fancy infographic, but the ones that I've seen are about as simple as the squeeze page he's got. You know, I've seen ones that it literally it's just the headline and the thing and like some little image, and you click on it, you go to this page, they opt in. The next thing they see is the AI tool report recommends. So remember, I was telling you that after they opt into your newsletter, they'll see recommendations, or you can have it. They don't have to. You can just redirect them to anything. But one of the monetization features of Beehive is you can add this recommendations thing in here. And so if they click on any of these and subscribe to them, you get paid. All right. So that's a beautiful thing. So that's the next step after they opt in is what you see. And then they're asked, do they want to upgrade their subscription? Right? You could stay on the free plan, which has all this stuff, or, and this is just scrolling down the page, they have the monthly $15 a month plan, and you get, you know, AI tool database, advanced prompts, video tutorial library, savings on tools, database of every tool, prompt and link from the newsletter. That's pretty sweet. Can be expensed. And I think they have another annual you can pay for the whole year. And I've seen also like groups where you get access to a community also. And then here's like the thank you page. Okay, after they've done all that, and you're almost in, have a welcome email in your inbox. Here's what to expect, right? And here's the rest of that. You can read this stuff later, pause it and read it later if you want to from the replay. But that's like that's it. And that's it. Like that's how they're getting their subscribers is well, that's one way. The ads that I've seen running though, they're all like that. They're all for all the different platforms. Morning Brew. I've signed up for several. And it's just a really plain basic ad. Hey, do you want to sign up to our newsletter that you get XYZ, right? Free tips and tricks about blah, 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 blah. It's usually good to have like one good hook too. But like 3 free ways to get email subscribers today, right? Like that could be a headline and you just deliver that in your first email. But that's basically the gist of what I'm doing, guys. This is it, you know. These people are growing these companies very quickly. Lots of subscribers fast. So many different ways to monetize it. You can grow it and exit it. The technology, I'm telling you, I've been all in this platform. The technology is pretty darn easy to use. Okay, and they've got tutorials. You could watch tutorials for the rest of this year. Okay, so they've got tutorials that shows you, walk you through all of it. Highly recommend everybody giving it a try. I mean, you know, what's the worst that can happen? It's free to sign up. So we're going to wrap this up here. It's been an hour. Any more questions? Ron asks, can Beehive replace ClickFunnels? What's the difference? No, it's two different things. ClickFunnels is a website funnel builder. All right. If you want to build extensive sales funnels, that's what you want. Beehive is not a website funnel builder. Now they have a website functionality. They have where you can create pages. You could technically create a funnel with what they have, but it is not the same thing as ClickFunnels. It is not made to be an individual page builder or funnel builder. It is more for your one newsletter, hosting the site, which would be like the sign up page, the opt-in page, and the thank you page. It would be technically a mini funnel, but nothing crazy like you can do with ClickFunnels. And it's definitely not as feature rich for building landing pages, not even close to ClickFunnels. But I will say this, with this, you don't need ClickFunnels. If your whole focus is just to build a newsletter business, you don't actually need ClickFunnels at all. You could just use Beehive and all of what they have. Now, one thing you might do, which is what I did, was go out and get a custom domain. I spent like $18 on a www.com so that I can brand. Now, you don't have to. You can use Beehive's free thing, and it'll be your website.beehive.com. Even some of the bigger companies still do that. What I did, it was for the email. So my domain shows in the email as hello@mydomain.com. So you can do that, but you don't even have to do that, right? You can just sign up for Beehive, use their platform. It handles everything for you. So you don't need ClickFunnels if you use it. But it's not a replacement for ClickFunnels. Can you monetize with your own stuff too? Absolutely. You can do, here's the thing. It's your newsletter. You can do anything you want with it. You can promote or send anything that you want to. But the main goal, the main gist of the newsletter is to deliver valuable content versus trying to sell something. Now, obviously, we're marketers, we're trying to make money, we're trying to monetize, we're trying to sell. You can absolutely stick a link into your product there and say, hey, here's my product, go buy the dang thing. 100%, it's yours. You can do whatever you want. It's your newsletter. You have 1000% total creative freedom to write it. However, if you want to pitch something in every single email, you can totally do that, right? But it's just a different frame of mind coming up with these content emails. It's more heavily content based. Kurt says, sorry I was late. Got the honey-do list. Thanks for sharing. I got the replay. Don't worry. Absolutely love this. Thanks so much. You're welcome, Jan. Barb says, awesome. Love this. Cool. I hope you guys got some value out of it. I mean, I know it's nothing like crazy new, nothing like just like revolutionary, but some of it is. Like some of the ways to monetize is revolutionary. And the platform itself, Beehive itself, I mean, it's just a great platform. There are other newsletter platforms out there, but they've got all the features that you really need to build a massive newsletter business right away. And all the big dogs are using it. That's when you know you're using the right thing. Is when all the big multi-million-dollar companies are using a certain tool, you might as well use that same tool, right? And I'll tell you another reason, because that company will be the biggest. Beehive is the biggest in the game for what they do. So they're going to have the best features and they're going to have the best improvements over time because they have more money to make more features. But this content newsletter business, man, I'm excited. I really am. I'm really excited. Any more questions before we wrap it up? I think we're going to call it a day. I'll give you like 30 more seconds to type something in. Otherwise, we're going to shut her down. Thank you, everybody, for attending and watching. Always appreciate you guys. Feel free to send me an email if you need anything. And that wraps it up. We'll see y'all later. Love you.